Good morning, students. We were doing exercise 6.2 and question 1 and 2 we have done. Today I will tell you question number 3. Today we will do up to 3 to 6. First I am taking this question number 6. In question number 6 these are mirrors. These are parallel to each other, PQ and RS, and this is the ray which is incident ray for this mirror. AB is incident ray and BC is reflected ray for this mirror PQ. And for this mirror RS, BC is the incident ray and CD is the reflected ray. And we want to prove here that AB and CD are parallel. For this we will do construction here. Draw BM perpendicular to this mirror, or you can say normal to this mirror, and here similarly this CN is perpendicular to RS. Two perpendiculars we have drawn here. Now proof, see how we will show here that AB parallel to CD. See, these two lines are parallel. These lines are parallel. And these two lines are perpendicular to this line. See, this line, these two lines are parallel. And this line is at right angle, or you can say it is perpendicular to this. And this is perpendicular to this. If this is 90, so this will also be 90. It means, and these are corresponding angles. It means these lines will also be parallel. These lines are also parallel. These lines are parallel. This line is perpendicular to this line. This is perpendicular to this line. Now, as this is perpendicular to this line, so co-interior angles are supplementary. So this angle will also be of 90 degree. And see, corresponding angles are equal, so lines will be parallel. So we will say that as BM is perpendicular to PQ, CN is perpendicular to RS, and PQ parallel to RS. These two are perpendicular to these lines, and these lines are already parallel. So we will say that BM and CN will also be parallel. Why? Lines perpendicular to two parallel lines are parallel to each other. Also we know that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. See, this is incident ray, this is reflected ray, and this is the normal. So this line is always equal to this line. These two angles will be equal because angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, and this is angle of incident, this and this is angle of reflection. So angle 1 will be equal to angle 2 and angle 3 will be equal to angle 4. Now what we want to prove here? We want to prove AB parallel to CD. How we will prove? See, first we will say that these two lines are parallel. With the help of these parallel lines, I have proved here that BM and CN are parallel. These two lines are parallel. BM and CN are parallel. And what is this? This is transversal. So this angle will be equal to this angle, alternate interior angle. Which angle? Angle 2 and angle 3. Angle 2 and angle 3 will be equal. What is the reason? Alternate interior angles. See, these lines are parallel. One this line, one this line. And this is a transversal. So we can say that angle 2 and 3 are equal. But what is 2? Angle 2 is half of angle ABC. We know these two angles are equal. So what is 2? 2 is half of this angle. 1 is also half of this angle. 3 is half of this angle. 4 is also half of this angle. This angle BCD. So in place, so we can say that but angle 2 is half of angle ABC. And angle 3 is half of angle BCD. Let us take this as second and this as third. Who told you angle 2 is half of BAC? Because these angles are equal. So we can say that this is half. Now using second and third in first. Using second and third in first, we get. What is second says? This as first. Put the value of second and third in first. First equation say that angle 2 and angle 3 are equal. What is the value of angle 2? Half of angle ABC is equal to half of angle BCD. Half will cancel with half. Means angle ABC is equal to angle BCD. See, angle ABC is equal to angle BCD. But these are alternate interior angles. Therefore, we can say AB parallel to CD. This we want to prove here. Now let us do next. Question number 2. In question number 2, he is saying that AB parallel to CD, AB parallel to CD, and CD, this is AB, this is CD, AB, CD, EF. And he is saying, and this is transversal given to us. This is X, this is Y, and this is Z. It is given to us that AB parallel to CD and CD parallel to EF. It is given to us. So what we can write here? In this sum, what is given here? Y ratio Z. Y ratio Z is also given to us 3:7, and question is find X. AB parallel to CD and CD parallel to EF. It is given to us. It means AB parallel to EF. Two lines parallel to same line are parallel to each other, because lines parallel to same line are parallel to each other. So AB and EF are parallel. Now it is also given to us that Y ratio Z is equal to 3:7. It is given to us. What it means? It means there is any one number. If we will multiply by 3, then we will get the measure of angle Y, and if we will multiply that number by 7, then we will get the value of Z here. So let us suppose that angle we can take as A. X, Y, Z we cannot use here. So any other alphabet you will take. Let angle Y is equal to 3A and Z is equal to, if Y is 3A, it means Z is 7A. So Y and Z we got. Now how we will get X? See, these lines are parallel. Forget this for some time. These lines are parallel. This is transversal. So angle X and Z will be equal. Reason, alternate interior angles. But angle Z is equal to angle X. Reason, alternate interior angles. Now measure of Z is what? Measure of Z is 7A. So angle X will also be 7A. Now we know the value of X, Y and Z in terms of A. So only there is need to find A now. How we can find A? See, what is the relation of X and Y? These are co-interior angles, and co-interior angles are supplementary. I know the value of X also, I know the value of Y also, I know the value of Z also. All values are depending on A. So what we will write here? Now our aim is to find A. So I am using this one. What we will say? Now angle X plus angle Y is equal to 180 degree co-interior angles are supplementary. Now what is X here? 7A. What is Y? 3A is equal to 180 degree. 10A is equal to 180 degree. A is equal to 180 by 10. That is 18 degree. But what is the question here? Find the value of X. So X is equal to, what is X here? 7A. means 7 into 18, that is 126 degree. Is it clear? This was our question number 2. Now let us do next question number 3. Question number 3. In question number 3, he is saying these are two lines AB and CD. They are parallel to each other. AB and CD are parallel to each other. EF is perpendicular to CD. EF is perpendicular to CD, and here this is G point. It is given to us that angle GED is of 126 degree. And three angles we want to find here. We want to find the measure of angle AGE, GEF and angle FGE. These angles we want to find here. Now let us take here first. See, these are parallel lines. AB is parallel to CD. It is given to us. If you will consider this only, this is also working as transversal. This is also working as transversal. I am to find first part. I am considering only this one. See, GF is transversal. Then this angle and this angle, they will be equal because they are alternate interior angles. So we will say angle AGE is equal to angle GED, alternate interior angles. But angle GED is of 126 degree given to us. Therefore, angle AGE will also be 126. This is our first part. Now second part. This part is clear to you. These lines are parallel. This is transversal. So these two angles are equal. But this angle is 126 given. So this angle will also be 126. Now second part. In second part he is saying find angle GEF. This angle we want to find, GEF. You know GEF. What is GED? Here it is F here and it is GE. Measure of GED is 126. Measure of FED is 90. So GEF is the difference of these angles. How we will write? We will write angle GEF is equal to angle GED minus FED. GED minus FED. What is GED? 126. What is FED? 90. Therefore, this angle will be 36. Who told you this angle is 90? Because EF is perpendicular to CD. Therefore, we have written this angle as 90. This is second part. Now third part. In third part he is saying find angle FGE. FGE. This angle we want to know. You know what is the measure of this angle? 126 we have found in first part. Now these two angles are forming a linear pair. So with the help of this angle we can find this angle. Angle AGE plus FGE is equal to 180 degree. AGE plus FGE is equal to 180 degree linear pair. AGE is what? 126. FGE we want to find here. So FGE is equal to 180 minus 126. So FGE is equal to 54 degree. This will be the answer. Now last question of this exercise. Let us do question number 4. Question number 4. In question number 4 he is saying sum this one. This is P here, this is Q, this is R here, this is S, this is T. And he is saying the measure of this angle is 130 degree and measure of this angle is 110 degree. And he is saying find the measure of QRS. So what we will do for this? Here it is given is what? PQ parallel to ST, and these angles are also given to us. For this we will do construction here because there is no relation of this and this angle. Through R, you can do construction from here also, you can do construction from here also. I have drawn here. Let us take this name as AB. This AB parallel to PQ parallel to ST. Construction is what we want to find here. Angle QRS we want to find here. Construction, draw through point R, draw AB parallel to PQ parallel to ST. Two lines are already parallel and we will draw a line parallel to these lines. Now let us give the name as this as angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, this is angle 4, this is angle 5. Now see, these lines are parallel, this is transversal, so these co-interior angles will be supplementary. What we will write here? Angle 1 plus angle 4 is equal to 180 degree. Reason? Co-interior angles are supplementary. Or if you want to mention the parallel lines, then you can mention that also as PQ parallel to AB. As PQ parallel to AB, therefore the sum of 1 and 4 is 180 degree because co-interior angles are supplementary. What is the measure of angle 4? 110. 110 we will shift there and it will be 70 degree. So this is the value of angle 1, 70 degree. Now similarly see, these lines are parallel. This is transversal, so their sum is also 180 degree. As ST parallel to AB, therefore angle 3 plus angle 5 is 180 degree. Co-interior angles are supplementary. Now what is the measure of angle 5? 130 degree. So angle 3 is equal to 180 minus 130, that is 50 degree. Now see, these angles are on a line. Which angle? Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. So their sum will be 180 degree. Reason? Linear pair axiom. Now put the value of angle 1. Angle 1 is what? 70. Angle 2 we don't know. Angle 3 50 is equal to 180 degree. Angle 2 is equal to 180 minus 120, that is 60 degree. And what is the name of angle 2? QRS. And this we want to find. Okay. Thank you.